Hi, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be taking my very first steps into using field recordings for sound design. In the last few videos I've been collecting railway sounds, specifically steam and diesel trains going up a mountain railway. If we head over to my screen, I've got a small selection of those in Davinci Resolve. Here we go. If you remember, my first recording was in a friend's garden where I recorded trains coming in and out of the station. So let's listen to the main beats in that. So that's basically just rolling stock. We can't hear the sound of the engine at all. Then in the last video, I recorded right next to the track at a really steep bit. So let's have a listen to a train there. And it goes like this. Now that doesn't really have any beat with it because it's a diesel train. But if you remember, we also recorded steam trains. And let's move on to the next one. This is a steam train coming down. Okay, that's got a bit of a beat to it, but because it's going down, the engine isn't really going for it. So then in another recording, we got a steam train going up a steep incline, where the engine's going full chug. Let's have a listen to that. Did you hear the beat with that? Now that's what I want. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to delete the first three. I'm going to trim down the back end of the next one. And at the beginning of this, we have ambience. You might be able to just hear the train coming into the sound, but it's mostly ambient. So I'm going to stop that, and we're going to use Izotope RX to get rid of the background sounds from the beginning of this recording, and it'll remove it all the way through the track. So I'm going to export this now. Audio only. It's a single clip audio, 48K, 24-bit, render. Done. Right, let's head over to Izotope RX. Okay, here we go. I've imported it into RX, and now we're going to clean it up with spectral denoise. If you want to know how to do that, I've got some videos that I made earlier on. Go and have a quick look at that. And what you'll find in it is that we select spectral denoise, go to our area of ambience that we want to get rid of, which is right at the beginning. Got about 10 seconds of that. Going to press learn. Then we're going to click off on the main screen and press render. There we go, we've cleaned up a lot of the background. Get rid of that. I'll export that to the desktop. 24-bit WAV file. Okay. Okay, now we can shut this down and open up a new bit of software that I've been learning over the last few days, which is Reaper. Here we are. Let's drag that file in. Now immediately we're going to trim it straight into the beats. Now what we're looking for is a nice clean series of beats that we can use in a sound design project. So let's play that through on a loop and have a listen. That's what we want. If you heard in the main part of that, there was a lot of clanking going on, and as we came out of it, there were some nice clear triplet beats. So let's trim that down to around there. Let's expand it a bit. Let's dock it. Expand it a bit. Trim it down a bit this side. Let's get my headphones on. Let's have a listen to that. It's this one here. Yeah. Let's make it bigger and have another listen. Okay, let's expand that. Now let's drag it into the upbeat. When it starts to rise, just about there. It's a closer look. I'll say it's more there. Okay, snap that in. Let's have a quick listen. Narrow it down. Now if you listen to this, it's going in triplets. Du, 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 du. In musical terms, it's still a 4/4 because we're getting du, 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 then a gap and then do, do, do. So it's 3/4 beats and a rest. This has got a distinctive beat, and that's what we're trying to get. So we'll get a single one and we'll copy it. Because if you remember, the train is going from left to right. And as it's moving away, the sound is actually getting lower and lower and lower. So we just want a single one and we'll loop it. So here's do, do, do. Here's the rest. Do, 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 rest. Do, 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 rest. So we'll drag this in from this side. Turn the snapping off. Let's expand it a bit. Let's have a look at that. Let's press play. Stop that a minute. Let's go back up there. Now I'm going to just take that back out a bit. So it's at that low point and moving straight into a higher point. Let's play that. Snap it in first. Can you hear that? 1, 2, 3. Stop that. Let's narrow it. Let's copy it. Paste. 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 Snappers on. There. 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 Let's play it. Yep, do you hear that? Do 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 do. Beat, 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 rest, beat, 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 rest, beat, 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 rest. Now that's perfect. We'll do something with that. So let's render this. Rail beat experiment. It's 1:48. Stereo, yes. Wave format 24. Render one file. And that, folks, is our very first steps in taking elements from our field recordings to use them for components in sound design. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.